My name is Judge. Whose name is Judge? And welcome to another YouTube exclusive arena run. Today we are doing our first run after the Forged in the Barrens mini set was released. So that also brings with us a completely new meta. From the last video, we have dropped Rise of Shadows and Mean Streets of Gadget Sand from the pool, and we have added Kobolds and Catacombs and Goblins versus Gnomes. We are in the first week of this new meta, and often with the first week of a new meta comes a very volatile meta. Generally about a week goes by before things are really tightened up, but it's just the way it is in the first week before there's really a handle of what the meta brings and what needs to be adjusted. So with that being said, we've got Demon Hunter once again ruling the arena, by far the best class right now, kind of just crushing everything else. Warlock is up there after the update. Still some classes settling into place, but really it's Demon Hunter by far number one. So we'll see if we can find that. If we can't, we hope we don't match into him. Easy as that. Let's see what we can find in today's run. Yeah. Yes. All right, Shaman, Warrior, or Paladin. What these stats actually are right now are Shaman with a 51.4, Paladin with a 50.4, and Warrior with a 50.1. So all very close. These are the third, fourth, and fifth best classes. Now I've done one Shaman, one Warrior, but I have not been offered a Paladin yet this meta. I've been looking for one all the time on stream, so I think I'm going to rock the Paladin this time around. With Goblins versus Gnomes in, definitely potential for some pretty crazy stuff out of the class. So let's go ahead and grab the Paladin here. Last time I drafted Shaman, I got 3 unstable evolutions. That was disgusting. Hello! There we go. Show me the musters. Show me the musters. Another thing with this current expansion is you've got, new Forged in the Barrens cards, which are really, really high in power level. And then you have a lot of really weak Goblins versus Gnomes cards. So sometimes it just becomes, can you draft more new cards than you can old cards? If you can, you're going to do well. If you can't, you're going to get steamrolled by the new cards. Little less true in Paladin, as a lot of the Goblins versus Gnomes cards are actually still really, really strong. Equip a random weapon from your deck? Sure. I mean, I don't have any weapons yet, but look at that win rate, man. The win rates are not going to be that accurate yet, but I want to give this card a go. There's the new 3 mana 2/3 Divine Shield weapon. If you get a Coghammer out of this, great. True Silver's still in. I'm in. Selfless Sidekick. We better find some weapons. Rally, nice. Rally only 54.1. I don't know about that, man. I'm going to draft like Sweet Curve and play my Rally on 4. That's pretty low. I don't think so. I'm going to grab it. Sporpid is incredible and remains that way. A new really strong spell added to the pool in Party Up. 7 mana, 10/10 with all those adventures, new effects. Going to be looking to discover some of that. Also really good with Rally. Ooh, how good is this card? Give a minion Divine Shield, draw a card. That's pretty excellent. Is it better than a fish? Finding some good ones for Rally is also really strong. I could really go for an aggro curve here with this Rally drafted. But these 2 cards seem a little bit too good, right? Potion on your Scorp. Let's just play it safe and grab this fish for now. I guess Stand Against Darkness. That's not that great. Baron's Trapper. Not that great. These are pretty bad. Let's grab the 5 mana 5/5, I guess. Meeting Stone. That's an interesting 1 cost to get from Rally. This has surprised me. This has actually been okay. I thought this was going to just be too slow and the adventurers weren't going to be that good. I mean, it's up against 2 really weak cards anyway, so let's keep testing it and give it a go here. Sunreaver Spy over Potion just to get our curve. With this drafted Rally, the curve out becomes way more important. There's also that strong new secret that makes minions a 1/1 when they attack. So we could give this a go. I'm down. Get some curve. Underlight Angling Rod. No way. That card's busted, dude. That card is nasty. Really, really solid for a selfless sidekick. Yep. You can get, oh my god. You can get Mutanus, the new legendary Murloc, from Underlight Angling Rod. That is busted. Stand Against Darkness, Crystal Lion. I believe the pick is probably Crystal Lion on its own at 6 mana over these two anyway. So maybe we can get some cool combos there. Guild Recruiter, Spider Tank, or Baron's Stablehand. Baron's has actually been, like, as a 5/5, getting that +1/+1, it's actually not been so bad for me when I've taken it. Unnecessary risk at the moment, though. Recruit a minion that costs 4 or less. 5 mana, 2/4. Card's actually pretty reasonable. Think I'm just going to take the consistent Spider Tank here, though. Next up, probably Tarajo. We have one weapon and we do have the Selfless Sidekick, but coming down on curve, this is not going to work. Tarajo's fine. Grab an Avenge over a Beetle. That's a tight one, too. We do have the Sunreaver Spy, so Avenge into Spy is really strong. But just a really solid 2-drop for our Rally is also worth considering. I think we'll go Avenge here. I think we're more likely to find good 2-drops than good secrets down the line. Wow. Horrendous Growth could be a really rude one to hit with a late-game Rally. Let's grab it. Ooh. Red Scale Dragon Tamer is excellent if I can find a dragon. I'm really known for grabbing this card and never finding a dragon, but it's still, you know, it's a 2 mana 2/3, not horrible. One of the corrupted cards here, Circus Medic or Statue. Statue goes nicely with Stand Against Darkness and Rally, and I think I'm going to take it over the Medic. Another Crystal Lion? That seems whack. I only have one Stand Against Darkness. That's insane. I shouldn't do that, right? Just take another Tarajo? I'm going for it. Let's see. We'll find some more dudes. I'm on board. Whoa! Oh, no. Oh, no. Didn't we have a Ysera in the last video? What the heck, man? Are you kidding me? I swear I don't draft Yseras this often. Like, I didn't have a... This is... It's these YouTube drafts, man. Yeah, okay. This card's pretty cool and new, but I mean, I'll take 5 dream cards over 2. Jeez. Jeez. Another solid 3-drop. Another solid 3-drop. Yep, seems good. We're looking for one more weapon and a couple more early curve cards here, right? Mad Bomber versus Steward. Don't really need to discover spells, do I? It's a fun card. Anything that says discover. I want to see that new 7 mana Paladin one, right? But do I want to just see good curve more? I do, right? Tough one. Tough one. I need more 2s. I do need more 2s. I think I'd better go Mad Bomber. Basilisk is a solid 3-drop. After a friendly secret is revealed, game +1/+1, or +2/+2 rather. I only have the Avenge. I probably just take the Gilblin. I need 2s more than I need 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playable 3s. Not counting the statue there. Just take the 2-drop Stealth. Alright, that's got to be just another 3, I suppose. I could just take a 4 mana 3/5, I guess. I only have Fishy and Rally. I think this is just better. I don't have that many spells, and a 4 mana 3/5 isn't good enough right now. Righteous Protector, excellent. Solid 1-drop for that Rally. Another Meeting Stone or Basilisk. It should be another Basilisk, right? I don't think I want a Guardian of Kings. I don't think so. We're kind of going to be a pretty aggressive deck that ends on a Ysera. Another Meeting Stone could be interesting. Because it's not like I need 3s. I have 2 poisonous 3s already. So instead of like just getting something I already have, I could consider like making it more likely I start on 1. Remember, if we get a Meeting Stone, those 2/2s are 2 mana to make really this Rally way more reliable, and I can maybe even keep it in my starting hand. I think I'm going to go Meeting Stone here, actually, over the vastly superior Basilisk, like, in quality. But I already have this. I have 2 poison 3s. Let's grab another 1. Seems like a Guild Recruiter, then. Guild Recruiter becomes a little weaker when you're pulling the Meeting Stones, I suppose. It's not the strongest, but it weeds out the deck for stuff like Ysera. This doesn't really do much for me. Let's go Guild Recruiter here. 5 more picks. Libram of Hope is a big lord. Yeah, that's pretty good. Shielded Minibot. Amazing 2-drop. Man, haven't seen that guy in a long time. After you cast a Holy Spell, give a random friendly minion +2 health. That's actually pretty reasonable too, but I think I'm going to go with the Minibot. Parade Leader versus Libram of Judgment. I only have 2 things that corrupt the Libram of Judgment, but I have Selfless Sidekick. And getting 2 weapons in there with the Selfless is pretty nice. I have already taken a ton of 2s and 3s. Including Meeting Stones giving us 2s, right? Let's grab the weapon here. Oh, come on now. Come on now. It's gotta be Muster, right? It's always Muster. We have 2 Crystal Lions as well. Like, this card is just bananas. I can't take the Libram of Justice, can I? Over a Muster? Like, Libram of Justice is exactly what I need in this deck. But, like, Muster is just way too good. I have the Privateer as well. Weakens the Rally, but, like, it doesn't matter, right? You can't skip a Muster. I can't do it, right? Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal, because I don't have any AoE whatsoever. Did I really turn down a Muster for a Libram here? Avenge, Meeting Stone, a few 1s, 2s. I have so many 3-drops, but like this is just king of the 3s. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. I may actually turn down a Muster. You guys let me know. I'm still not decided here. Like, we have good curve. The thing the deck is missing is AoE. That's the one thing it's missing. Muster with 2 Crystal Lions, though? I think it's Muster. I think this is close, but come on. Muster's just too good. You don't need AoE when you play a Muster because you're just ahead by so much. Muster for battle. Let's go. And a Blessing of Authority to finish it off. All right, good stuff. That is some pretty good quality. We got a couple new cards. What do we get? We got Selfless Sidekick. Anything else? I was really hoping for that 7-mana spell. Hopefully we can discover it. Some weird Crystal Lion synergy in addition to a pretty aggressive curve out with Rally. Ysera at the top end. Looks solid enough. I'm a little nervous because whenever I've been saying looks solid enough, I've kind of been getting wrecked this meta by looks busted. And I don't know that this looks busted. So we'll see what we run into. Cross your fingers for no Demon Hunters. Game 1. Let's go. Two Meeting Stones. That's interesting. We'll see how it works out. Beat's doing nothing on 1 for sure. Alright, first up, a Priest. Priest has like a billion AoEs right now. So maybe not the greatest matchup for us. But if we can find Ysera, you know, it doesn't matter what the matchup is. I wonder if we'll get a big horrendous growth back from Rally in the late game one day. Well, that's rude. That's rude. My poor Meeting Stone. I feel like we just still play this. Let them double bump it. We may get two 2/2s. That's fine, right? Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Draconic Studies could mean the game is over if they find a Ysera, but it doesn't look like they did. Are there any new dragons there? I think, what, is Bone Drake in? Did someone in my chat say Bone Drake was in? Are there a couple weaker? I mean, that's still a decent dragon, but, you know, not nearly as strong as some of the new aspects. This with Blessing could be a thing one day. Let's go ahead and just play the Gilblin. Probably into the Spider Tank. Stealth. Well, that's pretty good with Blessing as well. Whew. Okay, so this is scary because our opponent You know, lots of times you'll see priests taking like the absolute biggest dragon possible and going for the most value. But this opponent has a drafted Dire Mole and picks the Amalgam with studies, recognizing that a 3-mana 4/5 taunt is often just better than waiting for a late game play. So you combo this with actually getting late game plays later, and it's just like, there's just not a whole lot you can do against this kind of priest if they do have the late game value. So I think what we have to do is just play our stealth, chill, and hope that Blessing of Authority just wins us the game. Coin it out this turn. Yeah, this is the power of Draconic Studies, right? It can be a Ysera, it can be an Alex, or it can just be like, you get a discounted good curve minion, and that can just take away all the tempo you have. Okay. There's a nice Stand Against Darkness, Crystal Lion, anytime you're ready. Better be the Blessing. Better be the Blessing. I guess you remove this since that can be healed by so much, and you're counting on this trade happening. Right, you can renew that, and then we're in a lot of trouble. So what are some cards to play around Priest that we didn't have to last week? That's very rude. We have, at least they're making the trade, Against All Odds, Psychic Scream, Light Bomb are all in. Best thing to do for curve would be the Stand Against Darkness. With 2 Crystal Lions, is it ever worth holding that? We could go like Spider Tank Swift, maybe? Yeah, let's do that. And use that to make a couple value trades. How big is our growth now? 4/4, okay. Skystalker value trade themselves. And probably a good board for our Basilisk here. Rather than our Tarajo. Could make a value trade, Basilisk Dirigible. And ship it dome. No Augs in this deck. Tarajo Aug is always very nice. No Augs, only Mad Bomber for pings, eh? I guess Muster for Battle also has pings. Don't do it. Whatever that is, don't cast it on that. Gift of Luminance off the top, don't do it. Ugh, even worse. Okay, that's very rude, of course. Whoa, Voracious Reader Priest, my goodness. What a life. Aggro Priest. Guild Recruiter Growth could come down here. We bump here. We have to remove this. So do we just let the 1/1 pop so it doesn't clear our 1/1? We probably do. Let's see what's in this first. Do we have anything with Rush? Could get Fishy Flyer. Sun River Spy, sure. And this is definitely coming down. This is definitely happening. This is definitely happening. And then it's probably give them this just because the poison's on the board. They also could play like another summon a copy of something, right? So Against All Odds would be an idea after a couple bumps on the 2 attacks. Then we just come in a Tarajo and we're looking okay. I'm guessing they have a pretty light deck. I was gonna say no, dude. Okay, they get a 4. What is that? Holy Nova? Disgusting. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. And we have the Privateer. So do I want the weapon now? I think no matter what I do. Woof. Woof. Oh, baby. That is nasty. Do I ever ship it all Dome? This seems like a good trade. I could make a bunch of trades here. I'm guessing they have a Nova. Could be a Rally. Let's go ahead And do this. And this for sure. If you're gonna Nova, you're gonna bump here anyway, right? Apotheosis would be rude. But let's put some pressure on the face here. That is, that's nasty. 7 mana 6/6, equip a 5/3 weapon. Sure. It's not Apotheosis, that's fine. That Nova. Okay, that's actually pretty rude, but we still have the weapon. Into the 6/4. Or we have this instead then. That's pretty nasty. Okay. We've got lethal set up, so they're probably gonna have to mix in a hero power here. Where's my Crystal Lions? Where's my Wombo combo? I need Crystal Lions here. We also know they're not drawing any big AoEs, right? Light Bomb, Psychic Scream, all the against all odds. All those cards that we mentioned, we no longer have to worry about coming in off the top. In fact, that means they don't have any, right? Because this came down on turn 8. So that means their highest cost spell after the deck was Holy Nova. So we no longer have to play around any of those. 4/4, 6 to the dome here. A little bit of fish, double trade, weapon in, 1/1 in, 6 to the dome, drop the Trajo. How good was that selfless sidekick there? My goodness. So that means any removal they're going to have is going to have to be minion based or Draconic Studies into like Deathwing. Or Lord don't. Yeah, right, what do you do? I know all the spells you don't have, and that's everything you need, right? We'll take it. That's a little bit of a shame that they probably drafted that Primordial Protector. I guess you'd take it any time, even with a Nova in deck. But there's so many good big spells you could get with that in Priest. Alrighty, 1-0. I want to get a juicy rally off. All I want is Spell Egg. What is that called? Spellstone? What is that thing called? Egg, Adventure, egg, into a 2, into a 3, into a nice old rally. Good old fashioned tempo. Although there's the rally. There's the rally in hand, but we also start with Ysera. And I mentioned this in last week's video. You just don't toss Ysera, but we get the Meeting Stone too? Okay. Alright. We'll find a 3. Meeting Stone into an Adventure, into a 3, into Rally. We hold the Ysera. And Druid, by the way, last week it was the number 1 class. This week it is the number 10 class. It is rated the worst class in the arena at the moment. Still the option for Arbor up. So we'll see if they found any of those or not. But they are currently the worst. No Acorn Bear. Is that even in anymore? Gibberling. No, what is this? What is that? So we top deck back-to-back Lions, which is not great. And we can't handle that 1/1, which is also not great. No spells, so at least there's that. And they might have the exact same turn next time with this poison coming on board. Okay, that's really excellent. But I think I'd rather do this and see if we top deck one of our 3s. Right, they didn't show they showed they didn't have any cheap spells there, I think. And yeah, they just go ahead and hero power and bump, which is kind of to be expected. So if we don't draw a 3, we can just pre-equip the Angling Rod, I suppose. Do I want to attack face? Not yet, right? It's not like I can play it right now. We'll just pre-equip this and chill. And then we can attack something and see if we get a 3-cost Murloc, because I do want to get that 3-cost in there before we play Rally. 4-cost is... Okay, so now what we got to do is top deck that Ratchet Privateer, right? Too strong. Better hit it, right? Hit it, drop these 2. Let's see what's in here first. We're going to take some damage, but it's going to be to take the board, right? Did I end up finding a... Oh, you know what? I never even talked about this. We have Red Scale Dragon Tamer in the deck, and our only dragon is Ysera. I'm sure a lot of you, put that together immediately. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Now, we already have Ysera in a hand, but that just reminded me. That is insane. Alright. We may end up taking a ton of damage from this 5-4, but we're going to develop a really good board here. Let's go ahead and hero power this Divine Shield so I can rally it immediately, please. Thank you. I didn't really have much going on turn 3, so top deck is a strong 3-drop, very rude. They go face. And so in this case, we're actually going to kill this off and take less face damage, since we want to get a good rally going here. Well, you could try to rally this instead of the poison. I don't think you quite do, though, right? You just probably coin McGurgle and rally here, because they could push another 5 to the face. And if I play this, I'm mustering, which is going to weaken this pool as well. And we give them 2 targets they kind of want to clear. If they run the 5-1 into the 0-2 next turn, we can just muster this away. So let's go ahead and rally. We get the poison, which they might need to put the 5-1 into as well, which is annoying for them. That is quite strong. Get 2 Divine Shields out there, knowing that they're probably going to kill one of these, and we can get the Avenge on this thing. We've got Muster Crystal Lion next. So they kill that. All 3 of these are great Avenge targets. Nice. And that is absolutely fine. Muster Swift Adventurer, though, and take another 6 to keep this alive? Probably not. Just get this out there, right? We just go Muster, Crystal Lion, trade. Seems good. And we could do something like kill off one of these 1/1s and play this at 4 mana to corrupt the statue and play it immediately. That would be pretty nice. Oh, hey. Rude. Pretty rude. Stand against darkness. Trade the 5/3 and drop a new Crystal Lion? I could just Swift and then drop this. Seems like this is going to come down then. But the 5/3 will have to go in. I think that's fine. Pretty rude, right? That double Crystal Lion synergy, right? It is wild. That's pretty cool, though. Swipe still not in, by the way. Neither is Starfall. So without a 3rd Shavara there, they really have nothing to do. And our opponent agrees and leaves. We didn't even need this freaking Ysera, dude. Can't believe I didn't, comment on that immediately. That Red Scale Dragon Tamer Ysera synergy, because that's just so busted. That's so busted. Next game. Also, if you get both in your starting hand, you actually toss the Ysera, which, again, I don't think you almost never toss Ysera. It's just way too strong. Speaking of which, there she is. Up against a warrior this time around. Lots of potential for warrior. I drafted 1 warrior. It was pretty terrible. I got a 3-drop. I'll keep this. Couple 3s. Of course, we want to see a 2-drop by 2, but I can probably get away with starting on 3 and going into this. Especially if that 3 is muster for battle. But most of the warriors I've seen have actually been pretty good. I think I just low-rolled my warrior draft. Alright, unfortunately, our greed of keeping the Ysera does cost us a turn 2. Unfortunate. With 2 Meeting Stones and all these 2s, it's unlikely, but a risk we're willing to take to keep it. And now we come into muster for battle. And it's just so strong here. Hey, you're a turn late there, Minibot. So good. So good. Probably Sporp next in case our pick is a secret and we can actually play on curve and do like a Minibot tank. Sure, we don't care about armor. We don't care about armor. They probably should have started with the athletic studies to see if they found like a Rockera or something they wanted to play, maybe. Would they want to play that? So let's go ahead and play the Sporp in case we're getting a curve. Ooh, see, this is... To play on curve or just grab another muster. Again, 2 Crystal Lions. I think we'll continue to play on curve. But muster for battle, by far the better card. We're just doing this for curve plays here. Just curve out until you get to play a Ysera. An Almogam. So they clearly can't do anything about the poison. Or they just don't care enough to play like their rush. But I think the poison does go into that. I don't think we're over-equipping here. Over-equip, run the 2 in, and then play the Minibot could be an idea. But I think with these Divine Shields, we're kind of like just set anyway. Did I just draw? I got so confused there. So we just drew our Avenge. I was like, wait, what? Avenge? Hello? Let's do this. Play the Minibot for sure. Ship this all face for sure. And are we dropping the Spider Tank or the Dirigible? I think we actually dropped the Dirigible here. I'm not corrupting this anytime soon. So I think I'll just keep the Divine Shields on here for more removal. Like, we get to keep more stats after trades this way. Man, armor warrior over here. My goodness. Like I said, I don't really think we care about that, but just interesting, you know? All right, now we'll over-equip. Give this a whack, see what we get. Prize vendor, pretty good, but not necessary at the moment. Distempo, though. The prize vendor is better for us than our opponent, as we have fewer cards. Even though we have Ysera, we have fewer cards coming into turn 9, so we get more options. A greater percentage of options than our opponent. Okay, opponent plays a Rude Taunt. Boisterous Bard, okay. Haven't seen that card in a little bit of time. Do I want to draw first, or do I want to find a Murloc first? Blessing of Authority, I wouldn't play that and trade into this, would I? I think I want to get a Murloc first. Because it could be a nice Mutanus. Sure. Draw next. Ooh. Okay, well that's going to beat out the Felfin. So we could come into double 4s next, too. And how do I want to handle this? Do I really want to use the Divine Shield? I think I just want to use the 2/1/1s. There's Whirling Combatant out there. Let's get those out of the way and ship the rest Dome. Spike Shield? This person's memeing. Are you kidding me? This person's memeing. I don't know what their name is. I forgot to change it from streamer mode to not streamer mode. I'll do that now, actually. I'll do that now, actually, so we can see other people's names later on. Who are you? You're memeing. It's nothing but shields. It's just armor warrior. All right, let's get some nice buffs on this board. That's a 4-mana 6/6 right there, with a little bit with charge. Is this going to be another game where we don't need the Ysera here? That was a really weak turn 6 from our opponent. And like 5-mana 5/5, like it's just, no, come on, are you kidding me? You're trolling right now. This isn't good. They're memeing. They did a meme draft where they had to pick anything that gave them armor, right? Come on. Come on. That's just lethal. Again, we don't need the Ysera. We were gonna corrupt this and everything. Needed more armor. So usually playing these armor cards, like, you have to sacrifice too much tempo to make it work. In Constructed, it's a different story, because you get all the armor, and then you run Blade Storms and Brawls and stuff, so you can actually take the board back. In Arena, it just doesn't work, right? You just gain armor, but lose the board, and ultimately you'd rather have the board. Pretty fun stuff over here, though. Alright, 3-0. 3-0. Who's next? I was gonna say, it's only a matter of time. You only go undefeated for so long before one of these guys comes in, one of these demon hunters comes in and just puts you in their place. So, we'll see if we can make it to a Ysera to take down a demon hunter. I think I'll keep this. We'll just probably never see that again. But, I don't know. Sometimes the game, it usually turn 7, turn 8 are just, like, too much from these guys. Especially 3-0s. We'll see. Could coin out 2s into Angling Rod. I think I'll just probably do nothing and wait on, you know, Mad Bomber to get in there. Yeah, especially since now I might actually coin the Angling Rod into the Ratchet Privateer. Really? Nothing this early? Okay. Okay. Let's just get the bomber out there, because it looks like they're not playing a ton on the board early. Nice. 2-1. We win the Mad Bomber. Okay, so hoping to never see Selfless Sidekick. Our 2 weapons are drawn. Glad we played the 3-2 over the 2-3. Although we have Angling Rod anyway, actually. So I guess it doesn't matter. And now we can play the Angling Rod and actually save this for the Libram, potentially. Looks like a really strong hand here. Give that a whack. Give that a whack. Murloc. Oh, that is a pretty good Murloc to get when you're having a weapon equipped. I mean, we've got Muster and we've got Libram as well, so that's going to see some play here. What do we got? A 5-4? That card's great. That card is really strong. And this has potential to be really strong. Oh, boy. All right, well, let's start with this and see what happens. Nothing. Okay, so they have 2 2/2s coming in next turn. Meaning we probably want to match up these two. 2 cards that trade favorably into 2/2s. The longer we can hold this coin, the better too, because we may need this Ysera. This card, like, you compare this card to, like, something like Millhouse Mana Storm and Laugh, right? 2 mana 4/4 taunt compared to 2 mana 4/4, your opponent wins the game. Okay, they don't care about no Consec. Wow, Death Rattle Demon Hunter over here. Okay. Okay. Well, not much to do here outside of 3 and 2. I can't corrupt these things quite yet. So we'd go 2-2. What do we do about the rest here? Can't corrupt this. Just be a little sad. I don't have pings, unless I wanted to play this on this board and make the same trades and run the 4-2 in here. That could work. Don't think that's what I do. No matter what I do, this is going to come in here if I don't do that, which is a little sad. I think we still go ahead. They've got another ping target, so we get the Divine Shield down and do this. And they also have 2 3/2 targets, so no need to make a trade with this out of, like, fear for that 2-1 coming in, because our board is filled with 3/2s. A blunder? I don't think so. Why is it a blunder? Immolation Aura? Oh, Tutor? Yeah, sure. I mean, that's just rude. I don't know if I'm gonna get wrecked by AoE no matter what. Oh, Illidari Studies too. Come on. Come on. I mean, we'll take this. At least it's not a cycle of hatred, so. Okay, I need a good top deck. I need a Tarajo here. I need to coin this if I'm ever gonna win, right? Alright. Alrighty. Gotta play this for tempo. Can't save it for the Libram, unfortunately. And, you know, you really want to wait one more turn, coin out the Ysera, and then play the Libram Corrupted. You really do, but I don't know if we're going to have time. So the Hero Power, the 1/1. It could just, I mean, in theory, they full trade this board and develop a 6. Will that happen?
Everything's gonna be okay.
Interesting. They freeze so they can push face, but they make one trade anyway. Okay.
It's hard to tell.
Okay. Ysera Nightmare could come. Can't remove this anyway, so the weapon doesn't really do much. I can't coin. Seems like I'm just gonna die. I could go 3 Felfin Hero Power, I guess.
But that doesn't mean
And make sure I have more targets that I can Nightmare.
that you should stop treating.
The more targets I can Nightmare, the better here.
Yep, in the middle of the night. Nightmare.
So this is a turn where potentially one of the busted 8s comes. Nope, no busted 8s. Okay, they're just getting wide. Hero Power 2/5 in to keep the 5/7. Meaning we can Nightmare the 3/2. Right?
And for a while, I was real scared of them. Like,
Oh, jeez, no. That is the last thing we wanted to see here. That's a disaster.
why it was happening.
Nothing to Nightmare anymore, so I'm just gonna die. Okay. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. There's hope. There's hope. What do you have to deal with this? If they have something like a Coil Fang, you know, Hero Power Coil Fang, we're probably done. The Ysera's just too slow to deal with all this at the moment. So good top deck. See what they do here. We hope they have to use their board to take care of this, right? No Hero Power there. Yeah. That card is just, you know, ludicrous. That's one of the busted 8s. You usually just don't beat that card. We have Ysera, but it's just... They're just too strong on their way to 8 as well. You know, I mean, it may not look like anything crazy, but just playing simply a Sigil of Summoning just makes us so unable to really catch up. So what do we got to do? Play the Libram and bump here? Can't dream anything, and we're dead on board. So we take 0, we leave them with 9, and we're still probably dead. Yeah, we're done here. Every single expansion, they just let Demon Hunter draft these disgusting cards again. Coilfang Warlord, Illidari Inquisitor. And in a week, we'll see Demon Hunter take a hit where they'll, you know, same as every single expansion. You'll see them for a week and then they'll disappear again. But they're just bonkers. And these first 4 games are kind of the meta in a nutshell right now. It's, if you have a decent deck, don't match into Demon Hunter. You know? Who can match into the fewest Demon Hunters? It's either get a busted one or pray you don't match into them. You know, we can dream that. We can dream that and then still lose. We can't quite survive, right? We dream this, we nightmare this, we trade, we're at 2, they have 4 attack. I don't want to play the Ysera because I want its played win rate to stay extremely high so that we might see less of it in the future. Okay, 3-1. 3-1, too bad. Strong stuff. I mean, individual cards. That Broom actually wrecked us. Without that Broom, I think we might have been able to win because of how gross Ysera is. But like Illidari Studies, Coilfang Warlord, and Sigil of Summoning are 3 just completely busted cards. Tough to beat. And I think that, what was the Sigil from? Sporpid? Who's next? Warlock is the number 2 class, so you can see some pretty crazy stuff from Warlock right now. Not as much as Demon Hunter. But they got that new 2-mana Fireball, which is ridiculous. 2 mana deals 6 damage to an enemy minion. The catch is you take the extra damage, but when you're clearing something that's exactly 6, it, you know, really doesn't matter. I saw the red scale, I got excited, then we drew the Ysera, and I got sad. Too bad. Too bad. That makes the red scale a lot worse. One day we'll draw the Ysera from the red scale. They also have the 4 mana 2/6 that makes your cards cost 0 mana, which is also very strong. Alright, Mad Bomber. Right here, buddy. Hey, we won the Mad Bomber again. Nice. Look at us go. 2 for 2 on the Mad Bombers. Oh no. All the hard work my Mad Bomber did. It's so rude. Let's go ahead and play these two. Get the Meeting Stone out on an empty board. It's actually not as bad as it looks for curve, because we can just play this in hero power, and that's fine. Sure. Double 2s then. They're gonna trade the 2/3 Spy. We run the Stealth in after. They actually might trade the 0/2.
You know, just like that's how it came out. Okay, great. Now let's make it better.
Devout, what do you do? Oh, Divine Shield, very nice. Shielded mini bot in here. 3 and 2 next. So I might just ignore that. Oof, hey, whoa. A little bit rude there, pal.
You don't want to change it.
That's a really strong Senjin. So we have the Meeting Stone that's died. And that's the only minion that's died? So we need to get a 3 down there. I'm not triple trading into that, am I? I don't think so. If you play a Hellfire, I'll be a little sad, of course. They're gonna value trade. The idea is I kind of want the 2 minions I just played to go into the Senjin. I don't want to trade 3 minions. I'll trade 2 minions into that, thank you. And we'll decide between Tarajo or a nice rally here. Coins a Skystalker, pretty strong. They're kind of making the trades we kind of want to make, so we're definitely okay with that. And do I want to rally? Not that. Now that I drew this, definitely not, right? We want to bump here and here. And just drop the Tarajo. Because it corrupts the statue and it sets up a curve play for 7. And this might incentivize them to bump the 5/6 in there. Oh, that is obviously a disaster and maybe game losing. Yikes. Big yikes, big yikes. Can we make it to the Ysera? 5 mana 8/8 rush. Whew. Alrighty. Gotta be rally statue. You offer up the statue, but it means, you know, that their 5/4 is not going face. You know, you've got some good matchups into the 8/4. Big turn here. If they have AoE, we're probably just screwed. Something like a Grimoire even would just wreck us. Gandling, jeez, dude. Although, is a 4/4 really better than a 2/2? Is that the best thing you had to Gandling? Like, it's not that much better. Problem is I need to be able to handle that. So 5/4 goes into the statue. And then, like, I'm always going to be able to handle that Gandling. It's just going to be, can I develop enough stats outside of that? Top deck a weapon? Let's get a selfless sidekick off the top here. Or what about our Blessing of Authority? We haven't seen that in a little bit of time here, right? Ugh, okay. Okay, they give their 3/5 rush rather than their 4/4, which is actually interesting though. So it's just survive until the Ysera and pray. They're looking to make a lot of trades here. Surprised they actually let me clear their Gandling here. Right? Really seems like they might have considered rushing the Failed Student. Do I need to play this as a 3/3? I definitely do this. And with that down, I definitely do this. Do I just need these stats on the board to save face a little bit here? They're probably making 2 trades regardless. I don't know that I do. They're probably trading 2 things anyway. This might cost me 1 extra face damage. And then we get the Ysera down here. If anything, this actually might make them not trade the 1/1 and I can Nightmare it. Let's find out. Will Ysera win us the game? Nope. Man, tough go here. Tough go here. A lot of strong answers from our opponent. That, again, the Broom probably beat us last game. This Rocket Dog might just beat us this game. We're just getting crushed by cheap rush. Without these cheap rushes, we'd probably be fine. Right now we go Ysera. It's the only thing we can do. But Nightmare doesn't cut it, right? So you drop the Ysera. Maybe you leave these minions on board to try to get them to cleave and not go face. But, I mean, they're going to have lethal anyway, right? Nightmare, +4/+4. I think I'm going to not attack to try to incentivize them to cleave when they probably should just go face. Let's see if we're dead. They need 3 damage. Lots of things that deal 3 damage. Yeah. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Clear it. Go ahead and clear it. Oh, man. They could have put us to 3, man. Put us to 10 instead. Gotta drop the growth this turn, probably. See if they have another Claw Machine. So we keep a Rush Nightmare combo. We keep a Dream. And we've got some strong minions coming in. Man, it feels good. I mean, this is why we left those up. Go ahead and cleave. I'd rather live. You know, my minions can die. I'm sitting here at 10 health now instead of 3. That's huge. And, like, I really couldn't have done much with those minions, right? Okay. Okay. Probably not worth a Dream, right? They're trying to debate my Dream out of my hand here. We probably want a Nightmare. Do this. Nightmare trade. And drop the Laughing Sister and the Drake, right? Ship it Dome? Ship it Dome to set up exact lethal, right? If they play a big taunt, like a 10-10 taunt, we dream it. They're not safe behind a taunt, so they need removal. Nether. Nether's pretty good removal. Come on, drafted Twisting Nether, are you serious? Drafted Twisting Nether? Oh, that's disastrous. We're probably losing to a Twisting Nether, which I don't even mind. That's amazing. That card is extremely rare to see in drafts. Also, if they beat a Ysera, you know, you can't complain about that. They got all the bad demons. We're just gonna lose. We don't have the beef. We don't have the beef. Okay, that's beef. That's pretty good beef. We got both weapons, so let's see what one we hit. It is the big one. It is the big one. Let's start shipping it Dome, of course. Divine Shield. Divine Shield doesn't really do anything for me with that on the board. Once again, lethal setup. What a back and forth game. I mean, that Twisting Nether was huge. The Selfless Sidekick top deck, though, and they know we have the Dream. It's not gonna work. The top deck, did they just tap into that? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did they seriously just tap into that? No way. Oh my god. What am I supposed to do to that? That's insane. That's insane. We're done here. We have to dream or we're dead, and we can't dream this. They tapped into Bloodshard Bristleback with exactly 10 cards left to kill a 6/6. That is so lucky. Are you kidding me? We're gonna go 3-2. I know we played the Ysera. You know, congrats for beating a Ysera. I'm gonna have to dream. Like, the lifesteal is just gonna keep healing. What can I do? We're done here. But how lucky is that? Are you kidding me? This should be 4-1, man. Ysera didn't instantly win the game? What's that all about? I'm just in disbelief. Drafted Twisting Nether into the top-decked Bloodshard. What a lucky top deck. What a lucky top deck. I mean, to be fair, Selfless Sidekick was a pretty lucky top deck too. There's nothing to do here, right? It's over. We dream this. We play our stuff. But this goes into here. There's just nothing else to do. We're dead to 2 damage. And we just don't have anything in our deck that can pull this out. I guess Libram of Hope. Libram of Hope off the top. Maybe there's a way. That top deck, though. Blood Shard Bristleback. Give me a break. No lethal there, bud? Okay, so they're double trading into the poison then? Ooh. Hagen 1-1 into the poison. Poise on, poise off. Nice, we did something. We got an achievement. Right on. Right on. Libram? Blessing of Authority? Actually, that doesn't work. Libram? I think Libram's the only thing that works, right? Guild Recruiter into the card. Unreal. Unreal top deck. My god, that's insane. All right, 3 and 2. What are you gonna do? I've kind of been waiting. You know, we still got time to win a few games, but I've been wondering as we have our last 2 videos going 12, a bunch of 11s and 12s. I'm like, we got to even this out eventually, right? Are we gonna get a couple of tough games? Drafted Ysera too, but man, that broomstick, that Og, and that premium top deck, like. Twisting Nether, crazy. Like such circumstantial things that just were perfect against us. All right, 3 and 2. Do or die time. Let's go. Let's go. 3. Wow, I just can't believe that top deck, man. Like, top decks are okay when I get them. Like, when we got the weapon, that was fine. But my opponent can't just go top decking a Bristleback there. There's so many things this deck has left to do, right? Like, we've got to get a good rally going. We haven't even really gotten a good Blessing of Authority. I guess the first game we did, didn't we? But, like, Avenge into Sunreaver Spy? There's so many things we have left to do. At least a couple more wins are coming, right? Come on. At least we pulled off some cool dude synergy earlier. Hellbore on 1 is quite strong. Hey, look at this. We're doing it. Uh-oh. We're doing one of the things I said we have to do. Does that mean, you know, is the game just giving us an excuse to lose then? Because I'm actually going to pull this off? Hellbore into. Hit that hero power button. You know you want to. Top decked 2-drop. Rude. Rude. Definitely the Spy coming down. They double trade. We play Underlight. Pretty strong. If it's a 3-4 they play, then Basilisk. That is very rude. Very strong curve from a Hunter going first. Hellbore into Thrasher into Hog Rancher is, you know, that's fantastic stuff. But this card is exceptional. So let's get it rolling. Clear the high health thing first. Grab ourselves a tasty Magic Fin. If only I weren't playing a super aggressive class and I actually had time to go for value. Hunter Secrets. Is there any new? What Hunter Secrets are new? Or that are in that weren't before? I don't know that this is accurate. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. A little bit of this. See what happens. Nothing. Sure, we can just play both Murlocs then, I guess. Seems fine. Seems fine. That is a really strong curve out from a Hunter. Pretty scary stuff to see at 3 and 2. Hunter, like they could be here at 3 and 2 because they went second a couple times. It's the biggest deal for a Hunter probably, and now they're just hitting us with perfect curve. as a hunter into Spellstone on curve? What in the world, man? Okay. Yikes. See if a legendary can help us? Maybe a lurker below here? That's not very good. That's not very good. Okay. Don't think it's Blessing of Authority. We're gonna need this corrupted, right? We could play both Divine Shield things now, I suppose. Trade here for sure. Coin for sure. It's gonna be open the cages and we're just gonna die. I think I'm gonna do... Are we gonna need the poison though, man? I think I'm gonna play this so that the Darkmoon Dirigible gains rush. That's a pretty good curve out from this hunter, man. Oh my goodness. That comes into the 3-1. Very, very rude. And of course they go face and face. This might be a quick one this week, guys. This might be a quick one. That is pretty strong stuff. Not what you like to see at 3 and 2. Just Protector is really good find. Good Blessing of Authority, that. Kills the 3/3. So I could kill this. We know it's explosive, right? I think we just get this rolling right away. Libram of Hope is still a few turns away, so they're just gonna hero power us down, right? They're gonna have, can they have lethal now? Piercing shot's a thing. Quick shot still a thing. I don't think we're quite gonna be able to get there because we know they got hero power and we know that's explosive. So without healing, there's just really nothing we can do. My goodness. My goodness, that's strong. That is crazy. We have to pray that, this hits, like... We have to get as wide as we can? You know what? That was a mistake. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I should go face first, right? I made a mistake at 3 and 2. I should have gone face first. Or am I trading here? Did I? I don't know, though. That taunt comes in. I need more stuff on the board. I made a mistake. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. I gotta play this in hero power next and hope that these soak up some damage. Wait, it's not explosive? Wandering Monster. There's the card. See, this will change. This will change once I learn the meta. Wandering Monster's in. Okay, sweet. Good. I knew that was gonna happen. And they didn't hit face a single time. And they didn't hit face a single time. I was assuming we'd be at 4 health here. Okay, but I'm out of taunts and I can't let this go face. I could try to grab something from their hand. What do they play? They're coming to turn 9. They play a 6 and a 3. They could have a deadly shot. They would have played that last turn. I could double trade. Can I set up lethal here? 9 power. So I'd have to double trade. Push 3. So it'd be 7, 11. It'd be at 18. 7 power? Is that 1 off? No. 7. Yeah, I guess we just do this. I think you go like this. 10. The most you can get is 1 off. Or no, is it exact? Is it exact? No, okay, we found it. For a second I thought we couldn't hero power if we played both 3s. Whew. But we can set up lethal, so we do, right? Always. That's fine, that still sets up lethal. No, they have, no, not off the top again. Not off the top again. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. The top deck lethal again. To be fair, they probably had a few things they could have top decked. It's 1 damage. Man, what is this though? 3 and 2. Look at this, man. Venom Strike Bow, Spellstone was a 9/9. They've got a Tonk, perfect curve out going first. That is just a recipe for a win from a Hunter. That was a tough run, man. To be fair, we've been overdue for this run on the YouTube series for a while. This is our worst one in a bit of time. I'm telling you though, this meta, my runs, this has been very consistent with what's been happening this meta. My runs have either been like good decks that seem like they should go 7 but go 3, or they've been busted and go 12. Like it's been high wins or just low wins. You either get it or you don't. And we have the Acera, but it seems like, you know, this is the kind of quality we're playing at 3 and 2. Just perfect curve, top tier cards, non-stop top tier cards. Thrasher is their worst card. Just disgusting deck here from this Hunter. So you look at this, and it's like, yeah, this deck has a lot of really strong cards. That's just not enough right now. It's a shame. We have drafted Ysera, drafted Underlight Angling Rod. I kind of wish we got to play a little more with this deck, but that's just the way it's been. A little bit of bad luck coupled in. I don't think this really is a 3-win deck. I think this can go like definitely up to 5 or 6 in the meta. You never do know it is Hearthstone, but with how busted like most of the decks I've seen 7+ are, I don't think this actually goes like infinite plus very often. Right now, during this week. That might change when they make updates coming at the end of the week. I think this deck, from my minimal experience in the meta so far, is like a 5 or 6 win deck. 5 or 6. It's got some really strong stuff. It's got reasonable curve. It's got Ysera. We never got to draw our Ysera from Red Scale Dragon Tamer. That is tragic. This run is a tragedy. There were so many more things we should have been able to do with it. But it's crazy meta. I mean, you wonder why this Hunter, maybe they went second a couple times and just got out curved or whatever. Maybe they just drew super well this game, or maybe they played 2 Demon Hunters, right? That's the problem. Maybe they played 2 Demon Hunters. They're 3 and 2 with a deck that's better than ours from what we see. And, you know, it is what it is. So we'll try to draft an even more busted deck next time. But this was a long time coming. About time we had a little bit of bad luck. We've had a lot of insanely good RNG on these runs in the last few weeks. So we'll get this one out of the way. All right. 3 and 3, our worst week so far. We'll get worse later. You mark my words. Tough run today, but we'll get them next time. Kind of what it's been like in the last few weeks is if I do really well on my YouTube run, then I usually have done terribly on stream. Like I've had some rough goes on stream. And when I had my like 7 or whatever 5-way back, I had a really good week on stream. So I'm guessing that this sacrifice is going to allow me to have a really good time on stream. So all right, rip. Tough run, tough opponents, some tough top decks from our opponents as well. But these things happen. We'll get them next week. Thank you guys for watching. If you're enjoying the YouTube exclusive content, be sure to check out my other videos. We've got 7 other runs up right now. And if, at a 3-win run, if you saw something maybe I could have done differently, let me know in the comments below. And maybe we could have snuck 1 or 2 more in there. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you very much. We'll try to get a little more next week. Until next time.
My name is Judge.
Whose name is Judge?
My name is.
Whose name is Judge?
My name is
That's a silly name.
Judge.
Okay, that's enough.